continuing on with our sketchbook drawings. We're going to make sort of a still life with art supplies versus the still life with just kind of random things on a table. So we've already got our glue, and right next to it we are going to add a can or a cup to create like a holder, a pencil holder. So I'm going to draw 2 vertical lines. And about here, because I want this to be wider than my glue bottle, which it should be. Not a whole lot wider, but it is. Let's widen this, because we are going to add something here later, and I don't want to take up too much space. So to connect my 2 vertical lines, try and straighten this out. I'm going to make a curved line. And I'm going to make a curved line here at the top, like so. Now I actually think that I'm going to turn this into like a soup can, just to kind of change things up. So when you cut into a can, it'll have a little lip or edge where they sealed the can. So I'm going to draw a line here. And then it'll have the lines in the center where they glue the label. So I'm going to draw some curved lines, trying to space them evenly apart. Now, if you want to turn this into a cup, you would not need these lines. To add that texture or the illusion of those ridges, I'm going to go in and connect these. Go on the other side and add the curved lines there. Okay, so now that looks like a soup can. So I'm going to add pencils to inside of the cup. So I'm going to draw some lines at different angles. Now this is just the place, because I can later go in and change up the shape. Let's have one out this way. Okay, so now that I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of lines, you can add more, you can have less, it's totally up to you. Let's say that this one is a pencil upside down, so I'm going to draw an ellipse at the top with an ellipse or a circle in the middle, and that's going to be like the graphite on the inside of the pencil. I'll leave that like that, because maybe it's a coloring pencil. Let's add another line on this one. We're going to do the same kind of concept that we had with drawing a pencil in the previous videos. And let's see, this one I'll turn into a paintbrush. So I'm going to add a band here, straighten this line up. I'm going to add a teardrop shape and add some texture from my paintbrush. And let's change this one to a pencil. let's change this actually to a piece of pastel. So I'm going to add another line, and I'm going to, instead of a curve, make a V shape and kind of finish it off and make it look like a square. And let's change this to a pencil. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and, oh, I've got to create the illusion that this is open. So following where this line is, connect behind. Okay. So while I was inking this, I wanted to kind of put this out there. Even though this has the textured line, if you want to keep it like this with a solid line, you can, or you can go in, draw part of the line, kind of add dots to create that illusion that it's continuing, and go like so. And you can kind of change up the differences between a line and the dots if you want to. Add a little bit of shading to the can. So I've went ahead and I've done my light shade of gray. And I'm going to go in with a little more pressure and go on the sides, including these ridges here. Now this inside of my can will also need to be darker in between this. So to create this texture with the can here, because of the ribbing, I'll just go in where my line is and go darker. Now even if that has the dots, the shading is still there. And I'm going to go here, add a little bit of shading to the bottom of my can. And there we go.